Radio show where we go toe to toe. Hot topic, dropping knowledge straight from Chicago, and it's our point of view. So tell me what you gon' do. Drop a line, don't be lying, trying to get with the crew. Cause we be talking them facts, exposing them fiction. Man, it's so real that we be causing some friction. Probably something you missing. Ain't no need to be dissing. Just relax here and listen because we spitting and sipping. The Stezo Radio Show. 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 The Stezo Radio Show.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to another edition of Stezo Radio. We gonna do what y'all love. We're gonna freestyle. We have no main topic, so you already know that this show may go XYZ. But the special on this show is if you're tuning in live on Facebook, we are going to take calls. So if you want to call in, hit us up at 708-730-4217. Let's get to these intros. Go.
Only One Hard Knock. You can find me on Instagram. Only One Hard Knock.
Hey, what's up? This is Royale.
She said, "What's up?"
I can't say what's up.
I mean, that's a good intro. What's up? Hey, this is see that? Clear my throat. It's Ancient Curt.
The Pink Eye Bandit.
The Pink Eye Bandit.
He's not allowed to touch anybody.
Pink Eye Bandit.
Is that like Eric Sermon back in the day with the green eye shit? This is Pink Eye Bandit.
This is your main man, Flint the Pimp.
I hope all your eyes glue together in the morning.
Oh, that's bogus.
I hope all the bad things happen to you and only you.
All right. What was his name? Hater Nasty.
Right.
All right, man. We have no topic, but we still have shit to say.
I really like the way you put that.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna start this like this. It was a meme in the Stezo Radio Facebook group. Again, join the group. It's free to join. We don't charge. But it was a meme in there, and it was talking about.
We can though. That shit hot.
We was talking about children being charged to live with their parents. Like basically, should you charge your children to live in your home?
Not child, but adult. Man.
Yeah.
See, I don't even. It just so happened that when that fell down, I had read something, and it kind of gave me a different outlook about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I always was taught that it was supposed to teach me some kind of responsibility, but at the same time, if they'd have did their job in the first place, I'd have already knew responsibility. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't have to like show and prove. They ain't have to test me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have to actually walk through it and do it to know better.
What you mean? Wait. You say
I'm gonna say other people. I ain't gonna say white folks. I'm not gonna be racial like that. You know what I'm saying?
But
I'm gonna say other people.
But you just said
they do it because they focus on having a place for their family to go.
Okay.
A roof over your head is for your family. You know what I'm saying? So what they tell their kids is you always got some place to be. Like, you watch TV shows, and I know we always quote shit off TV shows, and it's not really real, but they'll come back after 40 years and shit, and their bedroom is still the same way it was when they left.
Yeah. I don't believe that shit. No.
Hey, but I know some people like that, though. I know black folks who, like,
They live
they live that life around white people or other cultures, and their kids go to college, and then that kid comes home and they sleep in that twin bed again. That twin bed teach that motherfucker like, man, I need a bigger bed. Let me get the fuck up out of here. But when they leave, they ain't gotta take shit with them. All right?
So you think we shouldn't?
I don't think we should, cause I mean, think about it like this: if we teach them to go to college, they not gonna live with us. We still gonna be paying for their ass. And if they go to college and they do what the fuck they supposed to be doing, they gonna make some money and they gonna go out here and live on their own.
That sounds good.
Yeah, but that's
It did, but what are you
sounds
doing?
good.
So I feel like this. Most parents take a child's money. So kid go to work and they pay rent or whatever. Parents say, man, I need 30% of your check, 20%, whatever. What does the parent do with that money?
Spend it for the house.
Yeah.
Or save it.
So what was happening beforehand?
Exactly.
What was happening before that
They
child
was
paying
paying
that
for the
rent?
child.
What was happening? What was happening with the stuff that the paying for the house shit before that child got a job?
No, they was paying for the child.
Right.
Ask him a question.
He
You
just
always
did.
do this to me.
I'm telling you, they was paying for the child.
They was
So
paying
now
the
the child
child's
paying
way.
for themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what?
the child.
So what
is
happens
helping
to
out.
the money that the parent get freed up?
What you mean? That's to get freed up.
So the money that they was
Because
paying
they
for the
kid
child,
is
They
Now
finally
the
get
child
to
is
live
paying
their
for-
life.
Yeah.
now the child is paying for themselves. What happens to the money that the parent was paying before?
Yeah.
Shit, whatever they want.
See, that's where it's fucked up.
But you have to
No.
look at it
So
like...
you'll free up some money
Hold
for
on.
you.
Go ahead.
But you gotta look at it like it depends. I think it depends. If this child want to come back after college and then act the fool and don't want to follow rules, because you still gonna have to follow rules.
So what happens if they follow rules?
They may be permitted to stay without spending nothing, but some people feel like I'm an adult. I'm gonna live in your house, but I'm an adult.
Do what the fuck I wanna do.
I should be able to do what I want to do.
I got you.
Nah, parents be like, I want to close my house up at a certain time. You coming in the house,
I agree. So it come back to what I
So,
said before. If you teach your kids
If you
right,
want to be an adult, but still, you can teach a kid all day long. You don't know what they're gonna be.
Yeah, when they become an adult.
I want to agree with Ancient.
You don't know what they're gonna be.
When I was old enough to get a job, my parents made me get them I think it was $150 a month or whatever, and I felt it was a bullshit because it's like you was already paying the bills. So moving forward, when I got my first house, my mother ended up staying with me.
And you should have charged up $150.
But this is what I did. I'm looking at the fact that this is family.
Right.
My bills are gonna remain whether you here or not. So I never charged her anything. What I told her is, you may eat different foods than what I eat, so just buy the food you eat. Other than that, the bills, I got those. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like
your ego got in the way.
well, all I'm saying is, I feel like it's
Pride was
bogus
fucking with
for any parent to charge any child. You can explain to your child how to be responsible and this and that without charging them rent for living with you. Because at the end of the day,
but you know what though? I'm on the fence with this one because I see both points. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I really wouldn't want to charge my kid. You know what I'm saying, man? If you ain't figured out your life yet and which direction you need to go in, then I understand that chill at the crib, figure out, what direction in life. But once again, it comes down to the kid. Now, goddamn it,
That's what
we
I'm saying.
all know, all of us here know one or two friends that's well past their prime. They should have moved out the crib, license suspended, ain't got no job or working a little side shit. They living off their parents.
Still smoking, still drinking,
Right, still smoking
still bringing
weed.
motherfuckers over the house
but
fucking.
what age
like,
group are we talking about?
we talking about
This
30.
motherfuckers in their 30s.
Oh, that's just.
yeah, but
yeah.
it started because
Yeah, because they've been
now-
doing it since
Now, if you got
they was 18 and just continued
Well,
on.
I think that just depends on the child. You may have
Nah,
like
right.
two to
So
three
like she was
siblings.
saying-
Two of them may moved out. Like I got my shit together,
Right.
but one of them is just a straggler. You know
So,
what
like
I'm
I
saying?
said, and that's
the
why I said
baby,
I'm
too.
on the. But that's the reason why I said I'm on the fence because I can see both situations. Like, hey, look, your grown ass need to get a job and contribute because, you can say, and I understand, your situation with your moms, but I know for a fact from me letting motherfuckers stay with me, your bills change when another motherfucker live
Yeah.
with you.
They do.
Bullshit ain't about nothing.
Yeah, that's an
Your
extra
water
body running that
change, your
water.
electricity,
But
yeah.
I'm willing to
gas, all
accept
that
that. On,
Yo, girl, I'm gonna have to take that on the chin. I ain't about to charge my
Right.
mom.
Yeah, but your brother,
was-
your sister.
I was willing to accept it because, like I said, it's family. If you real family, you should be the front that. But based off what he said, like I bought a dog, and then when I got the second dog, you know what I mean. The time I spent with the first dog, I didn't spend with the second dog.
And the second
So-
dog fucked up some shit.
Exactly. So I end up getting rid of the second dog. So I look at that like how we look at kids. You know what I mean? So like I said, you got
just can't
three
get rid of that
siblings or whatever.
second kid.
It's like,
Yeah.
all right, maybe two of them moved on,
Right.
this and that and the other. But that last one is a straggler only because you didn't raise that that third child the way you raised the first two. So it's like you're not spending that much time with this and that. And that's probably why they slacking, because when you really look at it, you got to blame yourself for the reason that this child is not.
So
like
let me ask you a question.
That's that
Wait,
latchkey kid shit.
So let me ask you a question on that same note. Then what is it about? Because I know more only children that wind up staying and living off their parents way longer than I know people that have multiple kids. Because it's usually the multiple kids. Hey, I seen my big brother leave, and his crib is the shit.
I'm leaving too.
I'm right out his ass. Right.
Because I have a couple friends that, man, bro, we almost 40. I'm working on crib like number 3 or 4. You know, owned, not renting, owned. Bro, you ain't had an apartment yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
You ain't never went to the store and bought a couch.
And then I'll bring this into play, though. It's all about the times, too. You got to understand, like, different times. You know, different generations.
Oh, this is our generation I'm talking about.
Oh, the same generation?
No, I just told you.
We talking about the motherfuckers that walk the stage.
People that I
with you.
know.
You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers just lazy.
But you see, that's the point. Like, man, you need to pull your weight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say I think it depends on the child, because if you see a child that look like he gonna be irresponsible.
Yeah, but at the same
If you
time,
see a child that's like responsible, you like, oh, he trying to do his thing. Let me just let him save his
If you're trying to
money.
figure out
now,
life.
at the same time though, with the parent, like my answer to the scenario would be, okay, I want my child to have their own. You know what I'm saying? I want them to eventually live life and be a productive adult. So my thing was this: if I was paying for the toilet paper and all this other shit for this child before, I can continue to do that and take that money that child is giving me and put that shit up until it's a number that I can give to this child and say, here,
I like
get
that
out here and
idea.
live your life.
So
But some
motherfuckers
people
don't do that though.
So
They don't.
Some people
They don't do that. They
don't.
use that shit like, oh, it's extra
some
for
other
me now.
shit.
I go out here
I'm
and
finna go party. I'm
Right.
gonna hit the club.
Right, that shit is over with.
That's true.
That's why this shit is dead.
That's true.
Fuck what y'all saying. I'm charging my kids.
You charging them?
Hell yeah, I'm charging my kids.
At least he honest,
But is
though.
that because you got charged?
No, it's because that's how it's supposed to be in my mind.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Once again, that's why I say I'm on the fence, because
You understand both
I
sides,
agree
yeah.
with Stezo, because the world literally is not gonna give you shit, nothing. The world ain't gonna give you shit. And
But I can. That's my thing.
Okay, understand it.
I don't gotta
But
treat you like the rest
this
of the
is
world.
my thing, though. If something would have happened to your ass tomorrow, your kid is fucked.
Then they,
Yeah.
Not necessarily-
then they fucked. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Look
I
at
don't care.
But wait.
If you
That
put
depends on you as the
enabling
parent. If you got
Nigga,
life
I'm playing
insurance in
hard.
place and all that type of
That's
shit.
still a handout, though.
You see
But
what
I'm saying they got to be responsible enough to be able to,
There you go. There go that word. There go that word
comes-
again.
But
That
that
word.
comes, I swear to God, I think that you can teach
You
responsibility.
can
though,
without having to make a motherfucking your kid
without
play.
having to beat the shit out of them and make them
Exactly.
pay and all that other type of shit.
I agree with Ancient.
Like, if you're responsible, your kids
I
are going to
agree
see
with
it
that.
for real. Like,
I agree with it.
Because you're going to step by step show them. Like, I know people that pay their kids allowances and won't let them spend it
I agree with Ancient.
because that kid wants some shit. They like, man, I want this. And then the kid can see
You teach them the
real
value of
time,
the shit.
Okay, I got
Basically.
$10 coming every week for doing whatever. Now, I don't mind. I'm cool with the slavery. Don't get me twisted.
Nah, I disagree.
Wash them dishes. Vacuum that floor. Take
with
care of
that
my
slavery
shit because I'm taking care of you. I'm with that. But I also believe in cashing out. You know what I'm saying? Here's allowance. You go $20
Yeah,
every
because
week.
here's the thing.
$20
like,
a week is $80.
I know
how
older
old?
people that like had to move back in with their parents, and it's like the parents is taking so much from them. But it's
Yeah,
like,
no,
okay, at what
I
point
ain't-
can I save up enough to move back out?
Right.
It's like,
And
you gotta
that's why I
pay.
said I
It's like
agree
you got to
with
pay
I'm
because you
not-
failed.
Exactly. You know,
Right.
that's kind
Yeah.
of fucked up.
I agree with that. That's terrible. Like, if you, and that's why I said, if my kid trying to figure it out, meaning that if you went out there, you put yourself out there in
No
the world.
homo. You got a nice voice.
Yeah.
Like his voice, like really
seconds
cutting
is
through the
that?
mic though.
40
40
seconds.
seconds.
40 seconds. 40
He
seconds.
might
Let's
get
go ahead.
45.
So,
Just listen to his voice. We don't want to
Okay.
hear yours.
Okay, I got you.
but I mean, that's what I was saying.
Fucking
Like, if you,
He's trying to talk more rugged.
no,
right
I'm
now.
just trying to talk. I'm trying to talk without laughing at this point. But if I put my kid out there, my kid goes into the world, he tries it and he fails. I'm not about to charge him for failing. You know what I'm saying? You went out there, you tried it. Okay, come back to the crib. We're going to get back together. We're going to try something else.
Regroup,
Now,
right.
if my kid ain't never been out there, nigga, you paying.
You paying.
fucked up.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
If you ain't nigga, if you 24, 23, 24, you ain't been to no school. Your ass ain't had your own spot. You been out of school since you was 18. What the fuck are you doing in my house for the last 5
Let me
years?
interject
Your
though.
40 seconds ain't up.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
He said, okay.
I was just waiting
I'm
for your
just
ass.
being respectful. So check it out though. Can you blame that kid
Or
or can you blame yourself?
No, I can blame that kid.
Yeah, I can't.
But even if you
I can
can
blame
blame
that kid.
yourself,
Yeah, exactly. How?
Because like my mother told me over and over, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that.
So
and guess what I
happened?
did?
You didn't do those things.
Right, I didn't listen.
But
And she
what
kicked me out.
What happens? What happens when?
So now do I get mad at moms?
No, what happens when that child does not do all the things that you told them to do, but something happens to them that you never even warned them about? Do you support them then?
That ain't my fault.
Oh,
I never said it was your fault.
No,
I said,
that
do
ain't
you
my
support
fault.
them then?
So this is the thing. Support goes so far. You know what I'm saying? If I break my leg, I can ask you to carry me.
Affleck.
Or
bitch.
or give me crutches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If my mother say I'm not gonna carry you,
Here goes
Here goes
he
some
goes to them
crutches.
crutches.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the support goes so far.
You know, but I honestly believe that if your kid turned out fucked up, it's the parents' fault. It's
Not
either
necessarily.
wait. It's either two parents didn't do a good job, or that kid was raised in a single parent home.
Or there's a
Not
third
necessarily.
scenario there too. There's a third scenario too. You shouldn't have had that little motherfucker.
That too.
No, but
I
you
mean,
gotta
I agree.
understand something.
Your mama
I'm
should have
sorry,
swallowed you.
but I'm so,
How about that?
let's all take a 40-second break.
but I also think though you can kind of be the best parent in the world, but the
Yeah.
environment that your kid grows up in plays a lot to do with who they're gonna become. True enough, you could be, because we didn't all seen it, or at least I have. I've been away at school. I went away, I went to fam. So you know how many chicks that used to come in and they parents gave them, it was just a sheltered life. Tell them don't do the blah blah blah. Get out there and them bitches get turned out in the first week.
But that's the parents' fault though.
But I mean, but if you think about
Because
it,
they
that
kept
was
shelter.
If they kept them sheltered.
So what I'm saying is, and then I've seen the opposite. I've seen motherfuckers that don't even make it to damn college because they out there so loose. You know what I'm saying? So it's a thin line between whatever you consider is good parenting. I can't believe that it's 100% the parents' fault if your kid don't turn out.
No,
I mean,
I'm not
and
gonna say it's
at the-
100%. Go
But
ahead.
at the same time, I mean, parenting is making mistakes. You're not going to be a perfect parent.
Yeah, you
So
can only
at
be
the end of the
that
day,
parent one time. You can only be a parent
so
to each
at
kid
the end
one
of the
time.
day, you get one
Right.
time to make one decision every time.
Right, but that's the
So-
thing. So when you look at it, it still will fall on the parents.
I mean-
whatever that kid
But see,
doesn't
look,
know.
Even though it falls on the parent, how much stuff have you learned by yourself
I
as
see-
an adult?
Most
I
of
see
it.
both of y'all, right,
So what I'm saying, as an adult,
That's not necessarily
no.
true because everything
I
you
thought you
do,
didn't
like your
argue.
parents tell you, whatever you
I'm
have
not
to do or
arguing.
try to
No,
do,
no,
we done
that's
did it
arguing.
already. So they know.
Say it again, hard
I'm
not.
saying everything, like what a parent usually tells you is everything you thinking to do or try to do, we done it already. So they
Right.
fucking know.
Right.
So if they didn't tell you,
In the same token,
you know.
your parent told you not to do this shit, and you did it any damn way.
Yeah.
Because as a human being, you have to learn from your own mistakes.
Yeah,
But at the
what
same
Stezo
time-
just said that though. His mama told him not to do shit,
And
but
he
that
did.
made him a better person. Because there's some
It ain't make me
experience.
better.
It made you have a
could be
roof over
better.
your
He
head
could
and go
be
to work
better.
every day and drive cars and not be no fucking
that didn't
bum.
make me better.
What did make you better?
Shit, the fact that I said, okay, you know what? It's time for me to get my shit in
But that's
order.
because you bumped your head. You learned way more from failure than you did from success.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it wasn't from her.
But
No, it was because she
it
told you
was.
not to do shit and you went out here and did it anyway.
She told me that
you
at
learned on your
16.
own. You learned on your own. though.
No, she told me at 16. I finally got it together at 22.
But that's because you went out here between 16 and 22 and figured it shit out. That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
but
You took
according to
some
y'all,
chances.
it was her fault because between that time, she should have raised me better.
You know what I'm getting out of y'all
But
out of
you
y'all
see what
little
he said,
discussion?
though? He said she should have raised me better.
No,
So
according
at the
to
end of the
y'all,
day, it's-
no, according to y'all, she
Oh, you
should
said by our
have.
life.
So,
Yeah,
so
I mean,
you
but
don't think that you making a decision to go against the grain was not bad parenting?
No, I'm not saying that. Hold on, let's see what's going on. We
Got
got
a caller?
Call from Twin.
we got a call.
To accept, press 1.
we gonna
To
see what
send
the
a
call is.
voicemail, press 2.
Hey, what's going on? You call Stezo Radio. What's up, twin?
What's up?
Okay, so you hear the topic right now. We
And you
talking
live.
about kids paying so that well, basically, you heard the topic. You know what I'm saying? We ain't professional. So kids paying to stay in the house. How do you feel about that topic?
Oh, wait. Let me turn down this. I don't think I wouldn't make mine
Turn
pay.
your radio down.
I'm trying to get it off the doggone.
Now you good. Come on.
Oh, we
Yeah,
got,
I
we
don't.
got that.
I wouldn't make mine pay to stay in the house.
Why not?
Because typically I'm going to prepare them so they can leave at a decent age regardless. And I will, if they aren't gone by what age I think they should be gone by, I would
What age
make it
is that?
uncomfortable
What
for them
age?
to live with me.
Wait. So you'd make it uncomfortable
Right.
for them to live with you.
Hey, it's funny she said that, but
And-
yeah, some other people do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And how would you go about making it uncomfortable? I mean, the man
Right.
that lived there his entire life, or girl been living there entire life.
It's not uncomfortable.
So the opposite end of it, to help out a little bit. So my brother, you know what I'm saying, he ended up having to move back in with his old man. But his old man had turned the room that he stayed into an office. But his old man never said, okay, we're going to move this desk and all the shit up out of here. He made that nigga sleep on the floor, under the desk.
That's fucked up.
Like, it was a pallet on the floor next to the desk. And my brother say, man, to this day, he say, man, if he'd have made that comfortable for me, I would have never got the fuck up out of there.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
so
but
twin,
it is a lot about the kid mentality, too, so I understand what she's saying.
So twin, is that what you're saying? You're gonna make it uncomfortable to where they have to leave?
Right. I mean, just like, okay, if you 24, 25, you're going to want to have your own company. You're going to want to have your boo over. You don't want to kind of go in and out when you please. You want to do whatever you want to do when you want to do it, and you ain't gonna be able to do that.
Twin gonna take the door off the
you
hinges.
Ain't no closed doors. in his house.
No closed doors. No more locked doors.
Right. Your boo can't come over. Your boo can't spend the night. You got chores that you got to do by a certain time of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You got, I mean, just different things. Not no corporate
25-year-old
punishment type
gotta
of stuff.
be in by the street lights and shit.
Okay, so twin, so at 21, and they still ain't made no moves, you're not gonna make it uncomfortable. You're just gonna let them stay there and not pay shit.
Well, it depends on what they're doing with their life. I mean,
Okay.
they-
Let me give you a scenario, so because we gonna let it be known. They working at UPS part time. They're not going to school, but you told them to give you $250 a month. They giving you $250 a month every month. You know what I'm saying? But that's all they doing.
When do that run out?
Yeah.
What's the statute of limitations on that shit? When do that run out? I got you. How much 250s you gonna take?
Yeah.
Do the rent go up?
If they're working part time at UPS, I wouldn't be asking for $250.
But why they gotta work part time at UPS?
Right,
Why
they
they can't go get a full time job?
Hell
for it?
yeah.
That's the
Like how long?
I'm just
how,
saying, you
how long?
gave me that scenario.
No,
Yeah,
that's what
I
I'm
mean
saying,
I got you.
Yeah. So how
the scenario
long?
still
How long
sticks,
do you
but
let it still,
Right. How
slide?
long-
They
how
ain't doing
long?
shit.
How long does this be comfortable for them?
Let me help Twin out for a second though.
Well, we gonna have to have a plan together.
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
But that's good parenting,
first
though.
of all, it's either, you paying money or that child could just be saving money so
Well,
they
that's the
can
thing.
get out. You see what I'm saying?
But, I mean, but a lot
So-
of people don't, and I understand what you're saying. There's a lot of parents out there that
Right.
take that money from their kid and
And
they go
just
party with
using
it.
it.
And
Right.
you know what? It ain't nothing wrong with that because they
Let
can
them
pay for that
save
kid
that to be able to
all that
move
time.
out.
But I feel you. For me, whatever my kid giving me, this I'm putting this to the side. I ain't gonna tell them.
Nah, I agree
And
with
then, man, you know, when it's time for you to go, here go your first month rent. You got enough.
There you
Get
go.
the fuck
Exactly.
on.
There you go.
They go
That makes sense,
$5,000.
though.
That should take you
That makes
6
sense.
months to
but,
spend.
But that's something that should be discussed, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking your money so I can help pay these bills in the house because
No.
these are my bills.
No.
But I'm taking your money so
No,
you
'cause
can
I might
learn to be
take their money and
responsible
do
to
something
save
with it and
and
put it back.
also save up your first month's rent and security deposit.
Right, I was
You know what I mean?
what I was gonna do was, but I had to spend some.
Okay, twin. Let me ask you something, and I'm not gonna be Stezo petty, which is hard for me, but I'm really asking. I'm really asking right now. Do you feel this way because you're a mother?
I wonder about that myself.
You know, because I don't know if fathers will would feel the same way. So is that a difference because you're a mother and this is your your son, your daughter, your baby?
Baby.
Well, I have girls, so, and one is in college.
Oh, they fucked.
So I don't think that she'll be, she's not trying to stay with me.
Okay,
Like that.
okay.
So-
let's talk about that right now. Okay, so your daughter in college, she graduates, and when she graduates, how old will she be?
She should be 22.
Okay, so at 22, she come out, she find out like everybody else, the degree I got in art
Ain't gonna do
is
shit.
not gonna
for
give me a real good job. So she gets
First of all, her degree will be in business. And her mama's
'Cause
degree,
mama
her
said
mama's
so.
degree is in business, so she's straight.
Follow the blueprint.
As well.
okay. So she
Right.
This ain't hypothetical. Let me correct.
right, yeah. She was real quick to make that. First of all,
Not only do she got to go to college, but she got to go to
She
college.
picked up
I
the major and shit for her, right?
okay, so she comes back home and she's having a hard time finding a job. 3 months turned into 9 months. You know what I'm saying? Now she finally gets a job.
Wait. So this is a hypothetical.
Yeah,
'Cause
hypothetical.
this ain't-
I know.
Okay,
I
go
don't.
ahead.
I don't wish this on your
I
daughter.
ain't dealing this shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But 3
These
months
ain't
turned
these
into
cars.
9 months. She ain't got a job. She gets a job, and now she's been there for 9 months. She gets a job. Are you charging her rent?
No,
Why?
because one, she's going to get the job, and she's going to want to move out because right now we're building her credit today when she's 18,
Okay.
so that when she does get of age and graduates and in her career, she can blossom. She can fly off like a butterfly. All right then. Thank you.
It sounds like you're prolonging her adulthood. It really
Say
does.
prolong?
What?
Yeah, because it seems like she controlling the scenario so it goes the way she wanted to go instead of the way the child might want to
Well,
go.
this is how the real scenario is going. What you mean? This is real life.
That's what I'm saying.
This is how it's going.
So 2 years from now, because she got her first job.
Sometimes that's the only way you can make it happen.
I mean, let's be real. She got her first. She got her first job. She want to go party. She want to get a car. She ain't really trying to save for a house. You know what I'm saying? So she just partying,
She
doing
ain't
what
got
she
to
do.
save. She ain't got to save for a house. She ain't got to have no house.
So
She can save. She can
She's just saying
save
she got to go.
But she got to go.
$5,000 and get a condo. And
Not a condo. That's a house.
That's
a house.
We're not saying house by the physical
We're just saying a
property standards.
Mortgage.
We're saying
A point
a
of
mortgage,
dwelling,
not a
yeah.
rent, but a mortgage. Like what I'm saying, something that she owns.
right.
That's
So
what we're saying.
basically, how long are you giving her before she got to get out or
And
pay
where the
rent?
fuck they got $5,000 condos
she
at?
don't.
Let me get that.
What you say?
No.
He being ass.
Don't let ancient Curt get you. We saying how long can she stay there to build up her money and credit before you say you got to go?
She ain't never got to go. What I'm saying is, I'll give her a year to figure out, what's her next steps, and during that year we'll be planning. Yeah,
A year.
That's it.
That's it. That's,
that's it. To figure
You know
out.
what? But I think that's fair though.
Keep in mind. I said.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I said I keep in mind. I said she ain't never got to get out.
Okay.
But I'm giving her a year to kind of figure out. Okay, yeah, I'm adult. What I want to do next,
Wait,
type of stuff.
So, twin, I'm sorry. If she never has to get out, what if your time, your year didn't pass? She like, I like it here. I'm staying.
Right. She ain't saved shit.
I'm cool.
She's not gonna like it there because I'm gonna make it uncomfortable after a while.
But
I told
That's
you.
our point.
That's our
begin
point.
with.
Like, what if she just like, I'm gonna be vindictive, and I'm just gonna be like, whatever. Okay, how uncomfortable you make it? You know what? Do you know what's
Right.
more uncomfortable? Paying money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say
That's kind of our point.
That's
You
our
take
point.
the dough off
Well,
and she
keep
just
in
starts
mind,
sleeping next.
we get along. We get along.
now
Now.
y'all do.
Right now you do.
We get along. Period. She come home on the weekend.
Okay.
So it's whatever.
But
She ain't
that's
even
what we're
right
saying.
now. I don't know.
We're just asking at what point, even if you've tried to make it, you done made it so uncomfortable, you're making yourself uncomfortable.
Right.
At what point, you know what I'm saying?
One platition.
Right. At what point are you like, okay, look here, this is just too far, too much.
You either gonna have to pay or you gonna have to find something. You have to find somewhere to go.
It would probably
30,
be at
40?
25.
Okay.
So 2 years.
At 25.
2 years.
So about 2-3 years.
That's 3.
3 years.
2
Okay.
or 3 years. That's all we saying. Like it got to be a point. That's all we was trying to say. It's got to be a point at some point where you just got to be like, look, you got the shit to get off the pot.
Hey, so now I got a question because this shit happened to me. So you get fucked up.
Tell Snow to be quiet.
Yeah, you hear.
So here's a scenario. You something happens to you and your well-being. You break a leg or you lose your job and your child is staying with you. Do you, after this child gets a job, do you ask this child, hey, can you stay and help me out? Or do you let that child break free and go do their own thing and you struggle it out yourself?
They can go do their own thing.
A lot of parents ain't like that. God damn it, I've been taking care of you your whole life and now you can't take care of me. Yeah.
Nah, take care of me. Take care of me when I'm old.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I agree with all that.
What?
Take care of me when
When
I'm
you
a
old.
senior citizen. Don't if I got my own shit, I can afford to hire somebody if I need to. I ain't putting that burden on my kid. That's not a kid's
I've
burden.
seen that happen to a few people before. And that stagnated the fuck out their growth.
Yeah, as I said, that's because that's not a kid's burden to bear. You ain't no caregiver. You know?
I don't know, man. I think y'all being
just like
pussy ass parents.
But just like Hard
Wow.
Knocks say, his mama need a place to be.
It don't
It's the
matter.
same thing.
Y'all being pussy ass parents, motherfucker.
Wow.
You get it. If you in school, I'll help you out.
You are the reason why niggas can't get out the ghetto now.
I'm not the reason.
The whole reason.
Chemtrails is the reason. I ain't the reason.
This nigga said Kim Trick.
Stop being pussy ass parents. We gotta stop thinking that because white people do certain things
That's
and they
not
get
all the
ahead.
reason.
It's not all the
No, that's the reason. That's the reason.
Boy,
Y'all,
this ain't got nothing to do with
what our
no
reason
don't act like white people thing.
y'all
ain't got nothing to do with white
think
people.
y'all think white
It's got
folks
the
let their
different-
kids stay in the house
ain't
and
got
blah blah
nothing
It's
blah.
got,
to
I said
about
other
black or
races
white.
do this, but what I'm saying is there's a
That
difference
don't have
between
nothing
right
to do
and
with
wrong.
our reasoning.
There's
We
a
never
right and
brought
a
up a white
wrong
person.
to it, man. Who the fuck brings a child into this world and then charges them to live? That's some bullshit.
Because motherfucker, you
I
an
know,
adult.
right?
You an adult now.
No, and just because you're an adult don't necessarily mean you gotta pay like
I
that.
got a question, Steve. I
Go
got
ahead.
a question, Steve.
Go ahead.
What have you done to prepare your daughter's credit?
Honestly, I got a credit card upstairs. I can show y'all her name is on it. You know what I'm saying? Every credit card I
Okay.
get, I put her as a authorized user to build her shit up. The first time I did it, she was 1 year old. She got a free trip somewhere. I called my mama, who works in banking, and she said, this is a real free trip. And I'm trying to figure out how can we cash in. No, only my daughter's name can cash in. So yeah, I've done that, you know what I'm saying, to build her shit up. You know what I'm saying? I've checked her shit because of how I think her mother is. I've checked her shit every 3 years to make sure Mama Dukes didn't do nothing on it. So yeah, I've done things for her credit, and I have explained to her extensively about credit. But if she goes out after all those talks and still gets a bullshit ass car or a loan or whatever, and you paying 27%, that's not my fault.
Hold on, you ain't gonna even get no 27% if you got good credit. I mean, have you been taking your credit while you putting her on your cards and stuff?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Are you under 50% on everything?
No,
Are you
hell
under 33%?
yeah.
Hey, because your
That's
credit is good, don't mean that the financier ain't gonna fuck you over when you're at the
Right.
car dealer.
But
Like, it happens.
but still, yes, my credit is
I'm in the
good.
financial industry. That is correct.
But
I am
but
correct.
I'm just saying, my credit is good, but I want hers to be better because my credit wasn't this at 17 and 18. You know what I'm saying? I don't want her to fall into them traps. So yeah, my credit is good and her credit is good right now. Both of them, both their credit is good. You know, I learned that from working where I worked and my mama. But she's still gonna go out there and she may fuck up her credit.
I ain't put my daughter's name on shit but a cable bill like 7 years ago.
But that's still building her credit.
And she just turned 18. goddamn.
Right, and,
But that's
and
still
I would
paid a
recommend.
bill.
I would recommend three lines of credit to do that with her for the parents who care about that part.
Yeah, so this is like her fifth card she's been signed on with me. And I started explaining to her this when she was 15. And she, looked at me like, what the fuck is credit?
I just want to go to Abercrombie. That's what she was like. Shit.
No, she looked at me like, I just want to go to badminton. Fuck credit.
Build the beer and shit.
Right. Give me $20.
Well, I had been doing that. I had been doing that only just since 16 for the oldest, and by the time she was 18, her first credit card limit is $2,000.
That her first one?
Oh, okay, that's decent. That's decent.
Sounds like a
So
good
now-
window to fuck up in.
So now
And
again,
it's the Apple credit card. Huh?
so her first credit card at 2 racks. Now you let her come back home, and now she like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
I'm finna fuck this shit off.
She doesn't have permission to use the car.
No. She don't need your permission no more. She goes to a store.
I understand what you're saying.
Like everybody, everybody goes shopping, and it's
Wait a
like,
minute, what you mean? I can pay for this later?
right? They're like, yes. You know what? I just ran your name,
And you got a car.
and you have a 2,000. Your mother really helped your credit out.
She got the Apple Watch, the
Right,
iPad, the MacBook, all
Right.
Rose gold, nigga. Rose gold. Rose
everything
gold.
rose gold.
Right.
Rose
You know what I'm
gold.
saying?
These badge right here,
But that's just not her, right? So I mean, hypothetically, yeah, that'd be crazy.
You
but
think that
no.
ain't her.
Think that ain't her.
Right.
No, but
You think
I
that
think
ain't
what
her.
she
not.
basically saying is what she instilled in her daughters, then she wouldn't make those type
So
of
as
moves.
soon as she fuck up,
Right.
you
Right.
fucked up.
See, that's where black folks
And
get.
see, that's what I'm saying.
That's where black
if
folks.
the child fuck up, that mean the
always
parent
black
fucked
and
up.
But that's where black folks get it messed up because we feel like, because I told her she know better.
So wait a minute. We're gonna change lanes a little bit, just a little bit.
She does.
So if your child becomes a drug addict and you inhibit, like you constantly giving them money, knowing that they're going to fucking do drugs, y'all both fucking up.
I mean, that's true.
You think
Yeah.
so?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Huh.
Because
Y'all
you
both
basically
fucking up.
supporting your kids' habits.
You're
Yes,
right.
At that
y'all
point,
both
You enabler.
fucking
You-
up.
You are an enabler at that
Hell
point.
yeah. Now if it's weed, I don't mind.
I'm trying to disagree. I want to be petty as fuck right now,
I
but
see you, but I'm like, what angle could you come from?
exactly, I can't. I really
I was
can't.
hoping you wouldn't. You was gonna turn from
But you saw
petty to just
you
terrible.
saw the face though, right,
Right.
Royale? I was working hard, like
we might Stezo terrible. That's I don't know.
terrible.
new hashtag.
Right.
Yeah. H, you about right on that one.
Yeah.
You about right on that one.
Fucking up.
That's the only time he's been.
But I think Twin fucking up right now.
You
'cause
gave
she-
your child an opportunity
because
to-
Twin keep thinking because she keep instilling all
That's
this.
not her. That's not how she is. That's
Right,
not her.
that her
You don't
child
know.
is
She is
gonna
not a baby.
line up like that, right?
Adults
But you
have
know
the
what?
right to change their minds.
That's how she
especially women.
is. What you mean?
No, that's how you think she is.
And that's
That's
how
how
you
you think
want
she
her to
is.
be.
That's how
That's what's happening. What you
you set
mean?
a standard like so. Okay, so I know a few women out here that idolize their mama, but they act one way in front of their mama, and they do the things to keep their mama from being embarrassed. But on the flip side, they sucking all type of dicks and licking balls.
No, but that makes sense. That's not going to be anything detrimental to her life. It's just like me. Like my parents
Credit-
instill...
what, detriment- it's not detrimental to
What
life,
I'm saying
sucking
is
dicks and
my
licking
parents
balls?
instilled certain things in me. So it's like, it was just certain things I just wasn't going to do. I did some other shit.
My mama taught
but it
me
was
not
certain
to
things I wasn't
gang
gonna do.
bang and sell drugs, but I bet you when I came in the house with that money, if she needed it, she took it.
Well, that's some different shit. I ain't bringing my motherfucking mama drug money. 'Cause I ain't do that.
Yeah, that's a little different. I never gave my mom. I never gave my old girl drug
That
money.
was those were one
Yeah,
of
I
the things
never-
I wouldn't do. But I'm just saying,
Ancient is
certain
messed up.
shit you gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
He's
You
just
was on
after
some
up.
other shit. Like, mama, you want that new flat screen? No.
I mean, it wasn't like
got
that,
you.
man. The lights and the gas. She might have
came in with the
I'm not.
wrong-
This
yeah.
ain't what really happened. It kind of happened a couple times.
Nobody there. That's like
She didn't.
nah.
She wasn't
brush
going.
that coke off
She
the
wasn't
bill.
saying. She didn't know it was drug money, but she knew goddamn well I ain't had no job.
So she knew it was drug money.
No, she might have thought it was
Ain't nothing
pimping.
new under the sun.
She
We
might
know
have
that.
thought it was a little pimping. You
She
know
done
what I'm saying?
lived before.
Yeah,
Pimping what?
Like y'all just told me. You know what I'm saying? Our kids, we've lived this life, so
They
Yeah,
know
I mean,
we know.
it
And then
is what it is,
sometimes
right.
you mess up because you trying to give your kids what you didn't have.
Yeah, motherfuckers got that
So-
shit.
Or you try to be like, my mama
you
kept
want
me
your
in the house,
kids to
so
be
I'm going to try
better
to,
than you,
yeah.
If you don't want your kids to be better than you, you're a suck ass
Hey man,
parent.
how many of your
Not
friends?
better, but you want the kid. You be like,
You
stuff
do
you was
want
mad
your,
at
I
when you
want my
was
kid to
younger.
be better than me.
You bought me a Nintendo.
Well, Twin, I want you
But
to
the
know.
Sega Genesis was
I want
out.
you to know that Stezo Radio is not wishing ill will on your child. We just really thought this was a good topic for discussion because I personally feel that black people feel we should not charge our kids because I get it all the time. White people, Asian people don't charge their kids. and they so better than black people, and I don't really think that's why they
I ain't
better.
even grouping myself with the rest of the black people.
It has nothing to do with them not charging their kids.
But on the other end of it, though, I think dads and moms have a different perspective because I really think dad trying to get rid of kids so he can get back to fucking old mom.
Twin, you still there?
I'm here.
Get these goddamn kids out of the house so I get some booty.
So is that what it is, twin? If you were,
I gotta put on pants.
You can't walk through the house with dangling sweat.
do you think it'd be different if like your kid came back home and it's you and your husband and y'all trying to get y'all freak on, and now we got this adult back in the house? Take your time. Take your time.
She just went through that last week and shit. She like,
Her daughter just came to her like, Mama, I heard you again last night.
No, she heard, Mom, I'm home. Ooh.
I'm coming downstairs. Don't come upstairs.
That would probably be one of the make her uncomfortable tricks. Like I'm in there hollering like
not you getting rotted out.
I ain't even a part of that.
You right.
Sit there, turn the channel like no sir.
You in there on some baby boy shit, huh?
Right. You gonna make them tacos?
You want some eggs?
You gonna make them tacos.
You and that motherfucker faking and prove a point and shit. That nigga fingering you, screaming like it's a dick in your butt. Like, come on.
That does make a difference, though. That does make a difference, though. That does make a difference.
They do.
All right, twin. Thanks for calling in. We're gonna get back to the live.
Oh my God.
Thank you for calling in. Hey, if you want to call back later on, you please feel free to call back.
Hung up on you.
Yeah, she hung up quick too. Like she had a warrant and shit.
Then,
She had to go check that kid.
Right.
Like,
As
motherfucker
black
doing
people
some
don't
shit
say
right
bye,
now.
you know.
Making a grilled cheese.
See, Royal just said black folks
I
say
was saying-
back.
I was-
See, black
I was
folks
saying
say
like
back.
you.
That's because she don't talk to white folks on the phone. She don't.
But no, I really feel that way. That sometimes they say we shouldn't do it because white folks don't do it and Asian folks don't do it, and I don't.
There's a lot of shit that
I
white
don't
folks
care
don't
what nobody
do.
do. I know I'm gonna do.
Hey, would Cliff Huxtable do it?
Hell yeah,
Cliff Huxtable would have charged Rudy and Theo and all them money if they came back.
He charged Denise.
Yeah, but they get to go to
I
commercial
think he
break.
would have did what you said. I think
Denise
he
had a
would've
whole
put that
ass
money
husband
up
in the
for him, and
military.
then at a certain time, present that money back to him. Like, now
like,
this
here
is the
you
money
go.
you need to move
What
out.
the fuck did he charge Denise?
He ain't charging
No,
nothing.
no. What I'm saying is he had a problem with Denise because she came back home with a whole fucking husband and wife, and she didn't finish school.
But she didn't charge her though. That's even
TV.
my argument.
That's TV.
I flipped the script a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To kind of
They get
bring
to
up
go
a
to
point.
commercial break.
They get to
They
go to
get-
commercial break.
They get to go to commercial break. That's not even a real example.
My point stands firm. If this kid is going out into the world trying to figure it out, cool. It's a time limit, expiration date on that shit like milk. How much time you got to stay in my crib without paying shit? Because once you gonna have to do something.
I just feel like this. I was always taught to treat people the way I want to be treated, especially my family. So, like, if I treat my kids like that, I might get to a boat like you say, man, you was a good dude for not charging your mama. You feel what I'm saying? But when my mama lived with me, I was fucked up. So she had to pay her way. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? We was helping each other out. You see what I'm saying? So it was like, I felt bad about the shit, but it worked for us.
It worked for y'all.
For us.
I got you.
I'm charging everybody to live with me.
Do we get charged for this?
So you'll be fine.
You ain't living with me. You ain't living with me.
I'm just saying, do we get this
you
jail
will
gotta
be
charge
fine. You'll be
Right,
fine.
he charging us to do the
When
radio
you
show.
get to be 55, 57 years old, and your daughter be like, "Yeah, Dad, you can have that room in the basement, but I'm gonna need $650 a month."
Yeah, I'll give him $650. If I can afford it, I'm gonna give it to her. But if I can't afford it, thank you, baby. But I can't afford
You're
it.
gonna be at the YMCA.
Right. I ain't got no choice. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because how do I turn around and say, you know what? Because, daughter, you didn't educate me enough on my finances when I got older. Now it's your fault that I can't afford.
No, she's treating you like that because you didn't practice what you preached.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm practicing.
You taught her a bunch of shit, and then you fucked up.
Right,
so
but
now
if
she treat you like nigga.
But if I'm teaching her that
parenting,
you wasn't doing what you were supposed to be doing.
Exactly. But if I'm teaching her that and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, then I gotta suffer my sacrifices. You You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about some old, all my money was in Flint, Michigan water. You know what I'm saying? And now the water ain't good. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking. We talking about real shit.
I will agree with Flint though. It's a point where it gets to a point where it's like, all right, now you're gonna have to start doing something, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can still agree with that aspect
I don't know,
of
man.
it. You know what I mean?
As I sit right
It's
here
all
right
about,
now.
to me, it's all about the effort in the person.
That's
and
what I'm saying. There
they
got to be something.
I said you put enough into your child, but then you also, like you said, after some point you give them a time limit too, because you got motherfuckers out here who living with their fucking parents.
What did I just tell you, bro? 38, no DL,
that's retarded.
no job,
That's retarded.
Car,
no car.
48.
got kids
38.
they ain't paying for.
Oh,
Ain't paying
I'm
for
sorry,
themselves.
5 kids to feed.
But 38, that's excessive.
still
though.
old.
You see, but that's what I'm saying, though. That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
it
That
has
shit
to be
happens though.
something.
Yeah, that shit happens.
But,
Yeah, but
all I'm
that's
saying
pretty
is that person, whoever they are, they have to have a comfortable house to do this shit in.
I think if
like
I
my
had to say
moms
that,
wouldn't let me do that.
Their parents would have had to have a certain level of guilt to let them do that.
But I'm gonna throw a wrench
like
in the
their parents
project
might
right
have
quick.
thought in their mind that they fucked up with them somewhere.
Check this out though. You may have a parent who had their kids late, and they get to a certain point where it's like, well, I need that motherfucking kid here to do this
Help me
A,
out,
B,
yeah.
C, D for me,
Who gonna
and
mow
they
the
actually
lawn?
stand there,
Right.
shit like that, like
But
for real.
Remember, that's what we was talking about, man. Well, if you break your leg, is that once again your kid is, you know what I'm saying, man, not your caregiver.
That's your slavery.
You know what I'm saying? That's not
Slavery.
what your kid is.
Not slavery
And what's
like
gonna wind
that.
up happening is, if that's the case, your kid gonna wind up resenting you later on in life.
Yeah, in a way, but
yeah, it's
I
gonna
mean,
be-
if
maybe,
you stand with your
maybe.
mom and shit, she broke a leg.
Well,
you
yeah,
don't want
no, I
to
ain't
be like,
talking about
fuck you,
that.
mom, I'm out of here.
But I'm just.
I know
you
some
I'm
niggas
talking
that
about
did
the
that.
That's
yeah,
fucked
I do
up.
too.
And mom's healed up just fine, and their relationship is cool.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's pretty fucked
I mean, it ain't cool, but yeah, I know
No,
some.
their relationship is cool because mom's
If that was my
strong
goddamn kid, I'll take it
with
there
one
on the
leg,
insurance.
and strong with 2 legs. Like
I mean,
might
that's
be
fine,
closer-
but you still want to feel like somebody care. Like,
You do want to feel like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
your feelings. Feelings get in the way.
but you have them. That's you. That's
Yes,
why
I
you get
do.
angry
The fuck
so
your
much.
feelings feeling. I got the fuck your feelings feeling.
Exactly.
Like
It's
I
a
feel
feeling.
like fuck your feelings.
Nah, and I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about.
Turn his mic off.
I'm not. I'm not talking about the whole, extreme measures. You was
About
at
the
work
basic shit.
and you dropped. I'm not talking. I'm just talking about just basic
Basic
living.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's
Like-
to each his own, though.
See, look,
you know.
this is my thing. I have literally been out on my own, and when I say out on my own, I mean I got kicked out the crib at 15. So I've been
Kicked
on my own.
out.
Yeah, I got kicked out at 15. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, you weren't paying that $150 a month?
Man, real talk. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
fuck.
paying you shit. As a matter of fact, I got school in the morning. What the fuck you talking about? Where am I gonna get 150
I got
from?
0 period.
This
know what I'm
McDonald's
saying?
check on these mics.
Man. So I have literally been on my own paying, if not rent, I was paying something to stay somewhere since I was 15. So by the time I actually could put something in my name, I did. I was like, I'm loose.
Right.
But I've got people that was we in the same boat in the same circle, and here it is. I'm 24. You know what I'm saying? I went from a studio, now I'm in a 3-bedroom. I'm like, man, it's Jesus.
I'm living.
Hey,
No, no.
can I come stay with you? No, nigga.
No. Yeah, right. No.
See?
Hell yeah.
'Cause
I ain't mad
already
at that.
see
You built that
how
shit
you
on
do
your own.
with your
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not mad with that.
No.
I see how you treat your blood. You gonna
You
fuck
know
me
what I'm
over
saying?
for real.
Hell yeah.
You gotta say no, because then the friendship gonna end anyway after you live
And,
with them.
and the messed up part is they in that same exact
Nigga,
boat
hey.
that they was in when we was 22.
Why you ain't changed the toilet
They
paper
there
roll,
now.
man? Goddamn, toilet paper right here in the bathroom. You just gonna leave the goddamn cardboard on the road. What the fuck is going on with you, man? You know what? Get the fuck out.
But that's
You
why.
ate the last piece of pie? What is wrong with you?
But that's why I say I think it's a more of a difference of men and women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The father is gonna be like, I need you to grow up.
Yeah,
If
get
you're a daughter or a son.
I
you know
don't
what
really
I'm
want to
saying?
I don't
stereotype
know.
that because there's some fathers that will let their child stay
Yes.
there. Like
Yeah.
my
People
girl
talking
told me that my stepson can live in her basement forever.
But can your stepson live with you forever?
Nah.
Exactly. That's what I'm
So why
saying.
was that
Father
so
and
There's
son.
a difference.
I'm like,
Father and son,
I
mother
like
and
damn
son.
near would pay this nigga's rent for him to get the fuck out. Like for real. I still would be taking care of him, but he
Not
had
gonna
his
be on the
own
show
roof.
next week.
He want to walk around and sling that dick around.
Nobody slings dick in my house but me.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what he's
you
saying.
want to walk
You wanna
around,
walk around and
sling
sling
that dick
dick
around.
And
Right. You gotta get out.
I said that to the point where, that's what it is. Like, dad want to get back to fucking on mom. And I can't do that with you next door.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, is that the reasons why husbands be creeping because they can't fuck at the crib? So they just
Put your kids out. Keep your husband. You know what I'm saying? There's the ancient Curt.
See, now y'all said put the
Motherfucker,
That's
kids
a
out.
remedy right there.
There's the ancient Curt.
Taste all women.
Lesson for the day.
If you don't want your nigga to cheat, keep the kids
Send
out.
them kids out. Send them to grandma.
See, my thing is, you know what? I'm gonna be again. Not this is like the first show I was non-petty, but I'm gonna be non-petty.
Somebody pray for Curt. Somebody pray for you, Stezo.
I think so. We know our kids.
Where's the holy water?
yeah.
We know our kids, so we know if our kids is on bullshit, if our kids is on stagnant. I'm not gonna say bullshit.
That's if you know yourself.
No, we know our kids.
Yeah. Even if you don't know yourself, you know your kids.
Yeah, you know your kids. So you know if your kid is going to school and they got all through high school great grades, not in college, and we gonna help them out. So we know our kids. So if you know your kids, then I think that kind of dictates
how you
who gonna pay.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
True.
That's what I said at the beginning.
She did say that.
Well, see, bro, you know what? Your voice so mellow, it's so low.
Keeping her shit hidden.
My daughter,
Yeah.
she can't wait to go away to school.
I said it's all in the effort.
She just like, I got to get the fuck away from this lady. I'm talking about her mama. I got to get the fuck away from this lady. Man.
Yeah,
Go.
I think that's probably it. It's not a black or
what
white.
you doing with your life.
Yeah.
You see the ambition and you seeing like, okay, I'm getting
Right.
my paper.
I'm
I got my
trying to-
savings account, and
Yeah.
Hey, you know what though? And when I was 19, I had that crossroad. You know what I'm saying?
Like Busy Bone Crossroads?
Like, see you at the crossroad.
Did you see Uncle Charlie?
No, I haven't. Uncle Charles.
R.I.P.
But like-
Uncle Charlie.
Right. But it was a crossroad. It was like, okay, here I am. I want to be a man.
Mhm.
So every move I feel like I had to make would have to be manly moves. And my mother, you know what I'm saying, was going through a separation, about to give up the house, had my little brother. And I thought to myself, okay, the only way I could ease what's going on with her was to go take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get my shit, and I'm going to go live this life and fend for myself. And my mother at one point in time later on in life was like, when I needed you the most, you left.
So you thought leaving the house made
Would've
you
made
more
it
of a
easier.
man?
No. I thought leaving the house
Would have made it easier on her.
made it easier on her.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
It was less she had to do.
Less she
Like,
would have had to worry about. Less she had to do. All she got to do is focus on him.
Exactly.
But
still-
she told you that when you left,
Later
that's
on,
when
it
she
was like
needed you.
she needed me to be there.
Low
I
key,
never-
she really needed a father.
No.
But you was the oldest,
No.
probably.
The boy had daddies.
No,
He said daddy.
How
not
many?
daddies.
He said daddy.
Wait. So it
Is
was
there a new science?
it was a man there, but she still he wasn't. Wait.
He
There was
had
a
to
man-
not be more than
there
what
was
you
not
was
a
doing.
man in the house.
Well, that's the problem. That's why
Right,
she
that's
needed
what I'm
you.
saying.
You
So-
told her,
But my brother had a father.
But he wasn't
He wasn't there.
about
He wasn't
nothing.
in
He
the
wasn't
house.
kicking.
No.
He just
no,
wasn't. He
no.
didn't live with them.
He just didn't
Okay.
live with us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So she said
You was more of a
household.
man than that father who wasn't.
No, I ain't even doing all that.
I'm saying she felt like she needed
I'm
you
saying,
the
well,
most.
how did
felt
she
like
see you?
She
That's what I'm
felt,
saying.
She felt as though I was able-bodied and I could help her better.
Then
Then he could.
Help her,
Her.
not my brother.
No.
You talking about-
We were talking about the man in her life.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm trying to tell
yeah.
you. There was
it's
no
not the
man
child's
in her life.
responsibility.
No,
There was
it wasn't
no
no man in her life. He was saying that his brother got a father.
Right.
His father didn't live with him, but he took care of him.
Right.
She was saying
She needed me
help.
to help her.
She didn't have a man. His
But
mama
that's
didn't
what
have a
I'm
man.
saying because
Stop knocking on the table, Rook.
so you saying she needed a man because she needed you to help
That ain't
her
got nothing
out?
to do with her needing a man.
it does.
Yeah.
No.
It
She needed
does.
somebody.
When you start looking for your male child,
She needed
to-
me because she did
No.
not want to have to depend on a man.
No.
She was trying to be independent, and I would have helped. You see what I'm
So
saying?
she would have depended on you, a man.
Exactly.
But at the same time, it would have been a fair exchange for me to depend on her. Now, no woman wants to be with a man that's got to depend on her. You see what I'm saying?
but I'm gonna say something real quick. That's the problem that women got. It's
I'm
like
not
when you
even
when
talking
you
about the problem that women got. That's
no.
a whole nother topic.
But what I'm saying is this: when you looking
That's a
for
whole
your
nother
child to take the place,
It's a freestyle, motherfucker.
when you look for your child to take the place of that man who should have been there, that's kind of fucked up because that's how kids get fucked up and they start doing shit that they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, so how do you live if
Exactly.
she wants you to?
That's fucked up.
I lived.
No, but
I
she
mean, you
said
did.
because you live, she's telling you that at that time she
felt like at
needed
that
you the
time
most.
She needed me, and I left. Right.
Yeah, but you was just living your life.
Exactly.
I was a child.
At your age.
At 19, I was still a child.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
but you was becoming a man.
I
though.
had some
and you had to take on some
opportunities.
extra responsibilities, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But later on in life, she told me that she didn't really, like, she felt that way, but she didn't mean it. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of one of those emotional situations.
That's
But
when you got to blame
it kind of put something in my head that
I don't know that I would ever say that though. Like
To your son or
hopefully you
daughter.
will never be in that kind of mind state.
I mean, you think stuff.
Her
all the
mind
time,
state was
but
different. Like
yeah.
I tell people all the time, my mother me and my brother were raised by two different women. You know what I'm saying? I only got my little brother by my mama. You know what I'm saying? But me and my little brother were raised by two different women. When she raised me, she was in a whole different mind state than she was when she raised him.
Right.
Now, I don't know if men do this too. You know what I'm saying? Because a man can start off a relationship with a woman, have a baby, and go, okay, I'll take care of this child. And go to work 40 hours a week plus, come home, fuck, make another one like, okay, I got to take care of these kids. Go to work, come home, fuck, make another one like, God damn it, I'm tired of kids. And his whole mentality changed.
Yeah.
Now he going to work to get the fuck away from the house. He's still in the mind state taking care of everything.
That happens.
And it changes that man. That man turns into a whole different man than he was when he started off.
Yeah.
So I believe that my mother was, you know what I'm saying, at the time she was, you know, forward thinking. She was trying to get a house and have a family and have a man in the house and blah, blah, blah. Because she had already, you know what I'm saying,
So if you would have stayed, you could have helped her.
I could have helped her get back on her feet.
So that's what she was saying. Like
and then she could have supported me better, because a lot of times, like, I don't know how y'all parenting was, but when I fell off, we talking about falling off and being able to come back home.
Right.
No matter where my mother was, nigga, if she was sleeping on the couch, I could sleep on the third pillow next to her. Like, no matter what the fuck was going on, but she would have been able to aid me a little better.
Yeah.
In her mind,
but she
if I'd have stuck around.
But she couldn't really come at you and let you know that.
Exactly.
Right.
Because she had to,
you.
because it's my mother, she
Yeah.
had to let me fly free.
Right.
Yeah.
But later on, as an adult, and I come back and I'm like, man, Mom, I need some help. But motherfucker, if you'd have stuck around, I could have helped you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that's
I will say this. The time I made the decision to say I'm leaving the house, one thing I vowed was to never come back. And I never went back. My brothers and sisters, they ended up moving back in with my mom and then moving back out.
Yeah, see, that
But,
scenario.
yeah,
that
I said I would never go
was
back.
a little different because there was
Yeah.
nowhere for me to go back to.
I would have stayed in my fucking car.
All right,
I
y'all.
wasn't going back.
I hope y'all enjoyed this again, and I'm gonna be petty as hell and say, kick your kids the fuck out. For real.
Hey, birds, kick they chicks out the nest.
Right.
Let them-
If you can't fly, you
Let
can't
them
even
fly,
live.
right.
Then.
Just
All
change
Changed a lot, I guess.
right, yeah. Send your fucking request. I know you're gonna send it and be abusive.
Fuck out.
And
Came back like, I can't get it out.
we out.
Stezo's thought of the day.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to my family over there at ANO Radio and all the listeners. Again, this was a pre-recorded show, so you couldn't call in. But check us out live on Facebook, Instagram. You can get that call-in number and join in, too. All right, I'm going to leave y'all with a track from the homie Taco. This off his new mixtape called Hot Winter. Grab it right now, iTunes, Google Play. This, again, is called Hot Winter.
It's about to be a hot winter. Yeah, it's about to be a hot winter. Yeah, it's about to be a hot winter. Yeah, it's about to be a hot winter. Look, I'm giving y'all the good and the bad with all the times that we had. I remember summertime chillin', Kool-Aid all in my glass. Got me living in the past, I mean the good old days. Waking up to that breakfast with the good old J. We was okay, even though the times was hard. Went to church every Sunday, we was finding God. We beat the odds, even though we lost a few. Talking back to my grands, but who you talking to? This got me reminiscing. She put that belt to my ass and had me walking different, talking different. Glad I never saw the system. I love you, Granny, cause you taught me how to be a man. And when it's hot in that kitchen, just go and get a fan. I'm about my dividends, had to go and get a band. Cause if you broke, you a joke. Now how you living, fam? They don't really give a damn. They just stunt for the gram. I'm just trying to build my brand. Damn, it's about to be a hot winter. Yeah, it's about to be a hot winter. Yeah, it's about to be a hot winter. Yeah, it's about to be a hot winter.